Hi everyone, Medina here. Thank you so much for being with me. I am really excited to report that after my first show that I did solo, pretty much, although FCB was there to back me up if I needed it, on Sunday, it was really well received, and I got some fantastic feedback, and the lovely FCB told me that it was a hit, the show. So I was so excited, and I'm hoping now that I'm on the right track with it, and that lots of people will come and join me on the weekly Sunday show called Soul Tribe with Medina. The link is below. If anyone hasn't watched it, please go and watch it. And I love to get your feedback as well, because I want to make this show as helpful for people as possible. And I really thank everyone for the beautiful comments and the wonderful feedback. And it really touched my heart. So thank you, thank you. I'm very excited about that. I've got quite a few updates today, although it will be a relatively brief video. I have been so busy the last few weeks. It's been quite bananas. And I think I've also been doing upgrades myself. I've had some issues with a thing like hay fever, and my voice has been a little funny, and it could be a few things. So I'm just going to cover some areas that I've been working with myself at the minute that you might be able to relate to. So I have actually not too far from my house, I have a junction box. It's about 50 feet from my bedroom, which is quite a big, electrical sort of box. And I've been wondering if that's been impacting me with the EMFs and the radiation. Further down the street, there is a tall wire pylon, electrical power line pylon as well. That's probably another 100 feet down the road. But I have been wondering whether this has been impacting my health, because I do a lot of work online, and I've been, doing an inordinate amount of work, actually, because I've been setting up a higher school for workshops, videos, learning on my on my online website. And so I'm wondering if these sorts of things have been impacting my health. And I want to share with you that there's a few things that you can do to combat that. So if you are feeling impacted by EMFs, you can check this by, for example, muscle testing, whether it's been impacting you. You can put a laptop, for example, on your stomach and then muscle test, or just get someone to muscle test for you. You can use a pendulum, or you can just go inward and ask if, the EMFs have been impacting you at this time. And there are some things that you can do to counter that. Obviously, staying off computers and technology for a while is really helpful. And being in nature, grounding your energy, grounding your feet on with bare feet on Mother Earth. Putting your back to a tree, asking the tree to clear your energy, if you've given permission by the tree to work with it in the first place. And, so there's different things like that you can do. And then you've got to replenish things in your body as well. If you feel that the radiation has been impacting you, you've got detoxing that you can do. You've got detoxing protocols in baths. For example, a good detox protocol for a bath is Epsom salts, Celtic salt, diatomaceous earth. I can't say that word, but it's like a clay that you can put in there. You've got borax to help detox from nanotechnology. there's different things that you can also muscle test what's good for you and what you need. Everybody's body is different and responds differently to different things. It's very dependent on the person's own biochemistry. So there are bath detoxes. You can do things like colloidal silver. Have colloidal silver. You can have activated charcoal also as a detox, little amounts of that, as well as it's the powder's really good for cleaning your teeth, making them white. And then you've got things like C60 supplements, which can really help with antioxidants and things like that in your system. What else? You have, obviously, diet is important, eating as well as you can, fresh foods, unprocessed, and drinking plenty of good filtered water. That is going to detox your system as well. Check that the water, again, muscle test the water. Is this water good for you that you're drinking? A lot of the bottled water is highly suspicious these days. So just be really careful. If you're drinking bottled water and you think you're helping yourself, you may not be. So just be really aware of that. And any other things that detox you that are good. I've actually, as I'm speaking, I've got my Healy device on. And my Healy device is another way of detoxing my system and helping me. So I've been working with that as well this morning. If you want to know more about Healy, I have a whole site on Healy on my website, which is incredible. I'll put a link below. I saw a shaman actually, and I'd cleared a past life where my left eye was something terrible happened to my left eye. And so after the shamanic session, my left eye closed and it looked like someone had punched me in the eye. It was all bruised and horrible. And within 2 hours of these Healy programs, my eye was back to normal. I've got photos on my Healy page on my website showing you that. That shows how incredible the Healy is at restoring, cellular health. So anyway, these are some of the things I've been doing to help. Electrolytes are really important. You've got to replenish the electrolytes in your system. That is also really, really important. I've done something sort of like a little bit left of center, but just to make sure, because I'm so close to the power lines, I've put aluminium foil around cardboard to create like a Faraday cage, and I've sort of put that around the window and near my bed head as well to help counter any radiation effects from those power lines as well. Everything else about where I live is beautiful. It's right on the water. We have stunning views overlooking the dolphins, where the dolphins swim at dawn and dusk. We have beautiful bird life and animal life. We've got a conservation park next to us. So there's a lot of really fantastic things, but unfortunately there is that there as well. So, I'm trying to work with that. Another thing you can do is get a Geiger counter and check your EMF levels in your house and around your house. I was using an app on my phone to check EMFs, and my lovely friend told me that doesn't really work very well. So, maybe that's not very efficient at reading true, correct information. I am very excited to share with you that I have an interview coming up with a very special guest who has done incredible work over the last few years. Her name is Nyla Nguyen, and she is the founder of 3D to 5D Consciousness. And so we're going to be doing a chat in a few days. And I think what the main topic is that we're going to be talking about is the importance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine balance, and what that means, and why the whole gender, debate has flared up on the planet at the minute, what it's trying to do, and, how we can respond to that. So that should be a fascinating chat with Nyla. She has heaps of spiritual wisdom and knowledge, and I know she has a huge audience as well. So I'm very honored to chat with her. Again, I've got my show coming up on Sunday. So please join me for the Soul Tribe with Medina. And I also want to share that tonight I have a very special offering for part of my Patreon community. We have a live inner child healing on Zoom with the incredible Helen Langford. She has got amazing spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, healing abilities. Her ability to tap into the divine is incredible. And she has profound wisdoms. And she's going to be running this inner child healing. And it is a really big area at the moment to really focus on healing our inner child if we want to be holistically, balanced and well-rounded, in our energy at the moment. So this will be live at 6:30 Brisbane, Victoria time as part of my Patreon community. I'll put a link below to my Patreon community. If you haven't joined, it's a brilliant community, share fantastic information. We do some wonderful things. The information is below. And so that will be really beneficial for people tonight as part of the Soul Mastery group, which is this incredible healing on ourselves. After the live meditation, this meditation will be part of the meditation package available in my Higher School of Learning workshop videos, which are on my website. There's a whole range there of workshop videos to help you in different areas of your life with higher learnings. And I really encourage people to go there and check it out. I've set it up as a beautiful resource for people to be able to tap into. We are bypassing the old education system and we're tapping into higher knowledge now. So all these workshops are working with people that are really at an advanced level and giving really higher knowledge about their particular areas of information. And so I'm very excited to share that with you, that site, and love you to share it with people too, because I love to get it out there, because we've only just released it really. And I would like to finish today with a card for setting up the energy for this week. I'm just going to ask what card. There's so much information now out there about all the military maneuvers happening globally. There's 27 states. They say there's military equipment really being, appearing everywhere. And I did see a military vehicle yesterday because I went to the mainland for the day. I rushed around doing about 20,000 things. And we saw a military vehicle in just outside of Mullumbimby. There was huge stripes in the sky, chemtrails, whatever you call them. But then I noticed today Ricardo Bossi had another video talking about how this was not something to worry about, because the chemtrails were trying to reverse the damage, and also they're hiding the vehicles, the military, planes and things from people to protect them from getting panicky or whatever. So, there's different narratives on that. But they were really obvious, these stripes in the sky in Mullumbimby, and apparently they're there all the time. We have friends around the area that mention them a lot. Over where I live, we fortunately don't seem to have any of those things. But I'm going to pick a card for this time, for this week, and see what that card says. So there is obviously a lot going on in terms of activity globally with the military. So the card is, a relatively simple card, very straightforward. It is, put it in front of me, sweetness. So focus on the sweetness of life this week. That doesn't mean eating too much chocolate, because that's not really that good for you, even though I know it can be tempting. But sweetness, focusing on what creates sweetness in your life. And that, again, is about raising frequency. We're in a frequency war. So the higher your frequency can be, the more that you can help yourself and the collective to rise above any sort of dark energies that are dragging us down. What is something that contributes to the sweetness in your life? Is there a person that you love speaking to that makes you really happy? Is there some beautiful movie that you haven't watched in a long time that I would recommend? There's a gorgeous movie by a guy who did the Romeo and Juliet movie many, many years ago. I think it's Zeffirelli, but it's a movie about St. Francis of Assisi, who is the patron saint of animals, called Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. Stunning movie, so beautiful, makes me get teary watching it. And so, you know, find a really beautiful movie that you resonate with, or watch that, or, you know, meditate on the grass. Just look at the beautiful beautiful nature around you. There's so many ways to find sweetness, but everyone's different, what appeals to them. So find something this week that really resonates with you on the level of sweetness. Thank you so much for watching my video. It's going to be a pretty short one today, as you can see, and I will be sharing more information this week about things, although I'm doing a few less videos because, again, I'm trying to take a bit of time off computers myself to really ground my energy and clear any EMFs or anything like that. I think that would be good for me. I also would like to just share before I leave, I've been given an amazing PDF about the benefits of micronized, which is like powder zeolite, and what it can do for people. This report is like a 10-page report on some incredible results with this micronized zeolite. It helps with things like depression, anxiety. Another thing that's really good with depression, anxiety, of course, is powdered magnesium. And we all apparently are deficient in magnesium in our bodies, and that can have a huge range of adverse sort of repercussions if we don't have enough magnesium. So muscle test your levels of magnesium. Are you having enough? Do you have enough? Epsom salts is another way of getting magnesium into your body. Powdered magnesium is better, and you want to get a source that is not based on big pharma. So a lot of these chemist sources I wouldn't recommend. You want to get a really good one. And micronized zeolite, I have a source in New South Wales that provides supplies micronized zeolite, powdered zeolite, from a really good source. So if you want to have a look at this report, feel welcome to email me. I can send it to you. I'm going to put this report, though, on my Patreon community for people to read. So if you're part of my Patreon community, you will naturally get this information and lots of other fantastic information if you're part of that community. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day, and keep your vibes high and your frequency high at the moment as much as you can. Get enough sleep too. The Epsom salts baths really help with your sleep. So if you're deficient in sleeping and you're not able to sleep properly, the Epsom salts baths are amazing. They really help you. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.